Hi, it's Paris from EpicReviewGuys, and today I'm reviewing the two top value smartphones on the market today. From Google, the Nexus 5, and from Motorola, the Moto G.
Epic Review Guys.
Now it just so happens that I picked up the Nexus 5 about a month ago for myself, and I really like this phone, and just a few days ago got the Moto G for my teenager as a Christmas present. The Nexus 5 and the Moto G are both nice phones, but they're aimed at different parts of the phone market. The Nexus 5 is a mid-range phone, and the Moto G is more of a discount, low-end phone. It's more for people who are concerned with the price of the phone than getting all the latest features. The Nexus 5 starts at $349, the Moto G starts at $179, and that's the full price, off contract, unlocked. Basically, once you paid for the phone, it's yours, and you can sign up with any carrier that supports the bands that it runs on. That also means you don't need to sign up for any 2-year contracts. Now, one limitation of both of these phones is that they don't have an SD card slot. That means you can't expand the amount of storage. What they have is what you've got to work with for your videos, your music, everything you want to put on the phone. They do offer a couple different levels for both. This particular Nexus 5 has 32 gigabytes of memory. This particular Moto G has 16. That's the maximum you can get for both. And so that makes the price for the Nexus 5 $399, the price for the Moto G $199. Basically still twice as expensive for the Nexus 5, but let me tell you what you get for that extra money. The Nexus 5 is basically twice the phone of the Moto G. The CPU runs about twice as fast. It has twice the RAM. The screen size is a ½ inch larger. Nexus 5 is full 1080 HD. The Moto G is 720 HD. And to get what's really an amazing price on the Moto G, they did have to leave off a few features. It doesn't support LTE, which is the really high-speed data network. It also doesn't have NFC, which is the chip in this that will let you go up to the cash register at the store or the gas pump and just tap your phone to it to make payments. I have yet to have that work, but in any case with the Moto G you don't have that option. I'll put links to the pricing and specs for both of these phones down below this video. Now there are certainly better phones available than these, but you're going to pay quite a bit more money for those for a somewhat better phone. I actually had the Note 3 for a couple of weeks. I got that before my Nexus 5, gave it a try, but it's just so much money, $700. For that much money, I could get my Nexus 5 for me, my Moto G for my teenager, and still have $100 left over. So after a couple weeks, I sent back the Note 3. I just felt guilty spending that much money for a phone. And also it was so large, it wasn't really comfortable in my hand. I felt like I needed to have 2 hands on it so I wouldn't worry about dropping it. And how are you going to text and drive that way? I'm kidding, I don't really do that. A nice feature that both of these phones have is having nearly stock Android. The Nexus 5 is stock, pure Android. The Moto G has a few apps that have been modified, improved, but there's really no big overlay that slows down the phone or changes how you use it. The Nexus 5 has the latest version of Android, KitKat, which is 4.4. The Moto G will be upgrading to that in January. So right now if I say, "Okay Google, who are the Seahawks playing next weekend?"
The Seahawks are playing the Cardinals on Sunday at 3:05 p.m.
The phone will do this, the Nexus 5. The Moto G, next month, you'll have that same feature. And now for the real money question. Okay, Google, who's going to win the Seahawks game next weekend? NFL, Bettor's Guide. They won't give me the answer, but they know what I'm asking. And so from next month, the Moto G will be able to do that sort of thing too. That's pretty good for a $179 phone. Okay, to give you an idea of the screens and the video playback, we'll watch a little bit of a YouTube video here. And because of the Motorola camera app, there's even a feature that the Moto G has that the Nexus 5 doesn't. It's slow motion video recording. I'll give you a little clip of that here. Now if you're an iPhone person, these phones aren't going to appeal to you. Or if you're looking for a specific thing in a phone, like the Lumina phone that has the 41 megapixel camera, well, you're probably better off spending the money to get exactly what you want. But if you're looking for a good value phone, because on my budget I almost never buy the most expensive and often don't buy the best, because it's too expensive, but what I'm always looking for is the best value. Well, I have the two best value smartphones you can get right here in my hands.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At EpicReviewGuys, we give it a try. What does the fox buy? Nobody knows, but before he goes shopping, he watches our